Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me is John Phillips, co-founder of PredictIt, to discuss the stock market, politics, and what it's pricing in as the U.S. national election continues to play out. John, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Hey, Jill, it's good to be back. It seems like a lifetime since just last week.
It feels like a lifetime since the past 5 weeks we've been together. It's just amazing how quickly the spectrum has changed. And before we get into what PredictIt is showing now, give the audience a quick review of what it is and how investors use PredictIt data.
You bet. PredictIt is a stock market for politics where you can buy and sell predictions on what's going to happen in the political sphere and with economic indicators. So, for instance, if you think that a particular candidate's going to win, you can put down a little bit of money on a $1 winner-take-all contract. If you're right, you get the dollar. If you're wrong, you lose whatever money you put down, and the other fellow gets the dollar. So it's a $1 winner-take-all contract of political predictions. There are over 100,000 traders trading on PredictIt.
Well, what does it say about the election now with Vice President Biden over 300 electoral votes, but no official concession from President Trump at this point?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. So the PredictIt traders were very, very accurate with one exception on predicting how the different states would go. You think about it, so they got every state right except for Georgia, and the PredictIt traders thought that Georgia was going to go Republican. It's been declared for the Democrats. There's a recount, so it's not done, but it's pretty much done. And so that's where PredictIt traders came in. They estimated that the electoral vote count was going to be 290. It came in just a little over 300. That's way closer to what actually happened than the pollsters, for instance, and the pundits. So prediction markets proved themselves not 20/20 vision into the future, but pretty damn close.
Now, are you seeing anything in terms of the Senate, House, what it's going to look like? Because we still have to go through the Georgia special vote, right?
Right, and so that's on January 5th, and that's going to determine control of the Senate. PredictIt traders are pretty sure that the Republicans are going to hold on to both Georgia Senate seats, almost by a factor of 2-to-1 and almost by 3-to-1 odds.
Now, we hear about Vice President Biden putting together his cabinet and other committees to fight coronavirus. Are there markets around who could potentially be in a cabinet seat?
Oh yeah, it's fascinating because these are all horse races. So there are multiple possibilities. But on the big ones, Secretary of State, PredictIt traders are saying by 44 cents that it's going to be Susan Rice. Following 16 cents says it's going to be Anthony Blinken, and of course there are other candidates before that. So Rice for Secretary of State by 44 cents. There's also Treasury Secretary. Here's a big one, Lael Brainerd by 42 cents. To Janet Yellen at 27 cents. Secretary of Labor, Andy Levin, 26 cents to Julie Su at 19 cents. And HUD Secretary, this is interesting, Alvin Brown at 21 cents, Ben Carson at 13 cents. So I guess the last one I'll give you is AG. The bettors are saying that Doug Jones will be the next AG by 40 cents to Sally Yates for 24 cents. And then the concession market, which you sort of asked me about, is so interesting. Will there be an unequivocal concession by either candidate as of midnight tomorrow night? And only 3 cents for the odds that there will be. So you can't make too much money unless you buy that 3 cents odd. And in fact, there is a concession by either of these candidates tomorrow by midnight Eastern time.
Yeah, this is so interesting to watch play out and see just how well the prediction markets are on point with this. John, great to catch up with you as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill. See you next week.
You got it. And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.